Let's go to Gordon Chang. I'm sorry. Gordon Chang, ABC News contributor with ABC News. Good morning, Gordon. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
You got it. Your book is called Nuclear Showdown, North Korea Takes on the World. What do you make of this on-again, off-again summit with President Trump?
Well, both Kim Jong-un and President Trump want this summit. The North Koreans need it. They need sanctions relief. They need the United States not to strike their missile and nuke facilities. Kim Jong-un wants legitimization. President Trump would like this, of course, because we want them to give up their nukes and their missiles. And so this summit is probably going to occur because both leaders see it in their interest for it to occur. But, at this particular time, the North Koreans are not going to give the commitments that we need. And so this becomes a little bit problematic.
What commitments do we need?
We need the North Koreans to say that they will dismantle their nuclear weapons program and their nuclear weapons infrastructure. We need them to say that they're going to give up all their ballistic missiles, both long and short range. And President Trump made a commitment to Shinzo Abe, the Japanese prime minister, to get an accounting of the Japanese abductees, Japanese citizens who were taken by North Korea. So those are the things that we need. And at this particular time, the North Koreans have made it clear that they're not giving us any of those things.
It's interesting. North Korea can't even pay for their hotel bill for this summit. So clearly they're broke. And so if they want relief, why not give up those things? It doesn't seem like that's that big of a deal.
Well, it is a big deal to Kim Jong-un because he's got troubles with his own general officer corps. He had to replace the top three officers in the North Korean military. And that's an indication that he doesn't control the most important branch of the North Korean regime. And at this particular time, Kim has staked his legitimacy on the possession of nuclear weapons. So to give them up could very well mean the loss of power for him. And in the North Korean system, a loss of power often means loss of life.
When John Bolton talked about the Libya model, how much of a problem was that? Because the Libya model did not end well for Gaddafi. And if that's the model for North Korea, then it's not going to end well for him. How much of that was a problem, that comment?
Yeah, I actually don't think that was a problem for Kim Jong-un. And the reason is that Bolton made those comments at the end of April on the Sunday talk shows. The North Koreans, about 9 days after that, released 3 Americans. If it was such a problem, those Americans would not have been let go. Now, the North Koreans used Bolton's comments when they issued those belligerent statements about 10 days ago. But I actually think that that was an excuse. Of course, the North Koreans don't want to give up their missiles and their nukes, which is part of the Libyan model. And of course, Kim Jong-un doesn't want to die, which is what happened to Muammar Gaddafi. But nonetheless, this has the air of excuse-making on their part.
What about the argument that Donald Trump is looking for a deal in any way, shape, or form, and so he'll cut a bad deal as opposed to no deal?
Let me borrow one of President Trump's signature phrases. We'll see. I don't think that things are as bad as they appear. President Trump made some, I think, ill-advised comments about needing 3 or more summits in order to get the North Koreans to give up their nukes. But nonetheless, I don't think the administration is in the mode, in that particular mode. I think that they're going to be much more resolute than their comments in public indicate. But, we'll just have to wait and see what happens at the Singapore summit and what happens in the months afterwards.
Is this summit definitely on?
It looks like it because both leaders want it to occur. This is North Korea, so anything can happen. But unless Kim Jong-un is overthrown in the next 8 days, I think that this will occur.
Gordon Chang, ABC News contributor, author of a book called Nuclear Showdown, North Korea Takes on the World. Gordon, thank you for your time this morning.
Oh, thank you.